So now, let's talk about some Bayonetta 3. What's good, everyone? It's your boy Jay here, and also welcome back to another video. And also today, we're going to be talking about Bayonetta 3, a review video for a video game for the first time I did on the channel. I mean, I did other reviews like for anime and shows and movies and etc. A bunch of things that I did for review videos on like that. That was like the only things I did for like only animes and movies only. But for right now, I want to like go into this, talk about this video game called Bayonetta 3. This will be like a discussion type of video, and of course a review video about this game, like what was like my overall experience about this game. I want to know and figure out what was my overall opinion about Bayonetta 3. So there was a lot in this game of what is going on. Some things I didn't like, some good things I like about this game. Well, but what I know is a lot of people hated the ending. I mean, a lot of people always hated the ending like so many times, like when it comes to other video games, but for this ending, I can see why, but we're gonna get to that later in this video. Well, off the rip, the beginning of the game was amazing. Oh my goodness. You got all these answers that you're just like, what's happening? Why is the old Bayonetta here? Well, I think that scene was a good idea. I was sad that I thought the old Bayonetta died, but that just lost my mind. But it wasn't. It was like another like version from Bayonetta from like another universe or anything like that. Because a lot of you guys were saying in the comments section from my final walkthrough video that I did for Bayonetta 3 that it's like something different from other Bayonettas though. You know what I mean? I mean, basically they were from a different universe and stuff like that. I mean, they all came down here to like bring this whole multiverse down into like one place to another. It was actually freaking insanity. And you're just starting to get to know about this new look of Bayonetta, and overall, badass woman ever. I don't care. However, this game had an amazing start. I'm so happy they got to this route, but I don't think there wasn't any issues. Of course, it starts off like, of course, Bayonetta transforms into her new look, and gosh damn, I love it. And like, oh my god, Queen. And you're just starting to get to know about this new look of Bayonetta, and overall, badass woman to give me history. I don't care. However, this game had an amazing start. I'm so happy they got to this route, but I don't think there wasn't like any issues. Of course, it starts off like, of course, Bayonetta transforms into her new look, and oh my gosh, damn, I love it. And like, Queen, dude. And to be honest though, I love Bayonetta, and I promise you, I might have to get a figure.
Are you sure about that?
That sounds so bad. Anyways, honestly, dude, I think she has to be one of the best ironic characters I've seen in a while. I really appreciate her for giving out the joy, the excitement, the guns that she uses a lot. It fits perfectly with her, but the transformation that she does, like puts the song on, like, wow, it's just masterful. Like, I'm so happy like you're getting to see this character named Bayonetta, that she brings the shine into this new look of her, and now you're seeing this for the first time, and now you're just like, huh, she might be the badass woman I ever see in gaming history. Like, oh my goodness. And the combat that you get to do, it's fun and amazing at the same time, which is actually pretty cool about Bayonetta though, right? That's what I overall like about her, dude. Like, that she brings like so many courage and the excitement and all the hype towards this game, that you actually gain to know what her like personality really is. What is she like? And also you didn't even get to know what she really was in Smash Brothers if you never like played like Bayonetta personally. But we get to this, the pacing and the plot. And also, what did I think about the pacing and overall in this game? I felt like the last two games for Bayonetta are fast paced in the first two games. But once you really like about the game so much is the combat and the music. It's amazing in this game. But overall in this game, that it changes a lot. It just really does. but I feel like it's always been like that since the beginning of 1, and you just get straight to the point. Like, you just get straight to, like, for the action and also being the ass and also the fighting at the same time. But, and fight these enemies too as well, man. And also, like, the enemies are actually, like, pretty challenging in this game too. I mean, in 1, 2, it was pretty challenging, but 2 was just, like, it was easy for me to get all that through stuff like that, but in 3 it was a lot challenging too as well. You get to have like so much fun with the gameplay. I feel like that's like the most highlight for me about Bayonetta 3. And I don't even know if I'm used to this kind of thing. Maybe Devil May Cry is like that. I never played Devil May Cry before. I don't even know if it's like that. I mean, if it is though, I mean, we'll see and find out. But I am looking at 3 right now. It's like an open world, but not really though. It's definitely not. If you don't get straight to the point or anything like that, I mean, you do mostly, but you can look around, which for me in 1 and 2s and pacing are like well done. And for 3, I feel like it was everywhere. I ain't trying to say it was bad or anything. I'm just saying like it was like confusing everywhere to me, that you just don't even like get straight to the point. Like, you have overall these whole things, these whole Bayonettas and like these whole multiverses at the same time. I just feel like it was so confusing to me that you didn't really feel anything about these whole Bayonettas at the same time, because I was trying to like process this shit out that I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And that leads to the plot, which is everywhere in the story. But like overall, it's a multiverse that is happening. And I like that they do like a well job introducing other Bayonettas in different timelines. But you know, a multiverse for this one, there is a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. A lot. And I need that more of the characters of screen time, like the other Bayonettas in their own timeline. They don't get enough time and just dying like that. And I can't really feel anything about the devs for them. Like, the pacing was everywhere. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, and there was too much happening that I had to process. Like, it feels like it was everywhere. Like, you get to this Bayonetta, you get to this Bayonetta, you get to that Bayonetta. Like, it's everywhere. Like, you don't know what the heck is going on. Like, what is the antagonist for this? Like, what was overall this antagonist? And I feel like that was the only key for this game, and that's what a lot of people hated. That's what, in my opinion though, but that's just how I see it. But and overall, they need to like fix something with the next game if they want to like keep this process in the next game. But the idea would have been great if they did this. It would just be like a 20-hour game or anything like that. But this is what I was hoping for. But that's my take. If they could like have done something like better, like a 20-hour game, so that way you get all these screen times, like Luca, Bayonetta, like something like that. Also John, like all those characters that they need like something else to do. And they couldn't have done that. They couldn't have like done an amazing job overall for that game. And I am just like, what the fuck is going on? That is what confusing me. And what that kills me mostly about this game, it's a negative thing I was noticing, is the characters meaning characters, and they're just doing their own thing. Like, it's everywhere. It takes so much out of your time that you're not actually like being the enemies or anything like that. Like, it's not like fast paced or anything like that. But I was used to that in 1 and 2. But in 3, I just feel like it wasn't it for me. I just feel like it wasn't. There was like a lot of problems in the game. And I can completely understand that, like, I enjoyed it overall with Bayonetta 3, with all the combat, with everything that was happening. I just love the idea. In the other 2 games for Bayonetta, you just get to the point. It's fast paced. You get that amazing action to play as her. In 3, I don't think it doesn't do the pacing well done. It doesn't do like the well justice in this game. And we go all to these universes and save everyone. That we need to solve all the homunculi from this whole situation of what's going on. And can I just talk about Viola for a second? And overall, for her character, it's okay. But I don't think it's nothing crazy from her. If you guys have played Devil May Cry or anything like that, it's kind of reminding me Nero. I never played that game, but I just heard a lot of people just like compare to her to Nero. I heard a lot of people hating Nero or anything like that. I don't know if that's the case here. Maybe. If I'm wrong about that, just let me know in the comments. But overall, with her character, I didn't really feel anything. I mean, her gameplay was pretty cool. I don't think it was nothing crazy, but I still overall liked it overall from her. But also, I want to give like a big shout out to this. Like, shout out to like Brizzy, man. Like Brizzy voices, dude. Like, she's fantastic. Like, as Viola, actually a really cool voice actress. Like, she did an amazing job voicing Viola, and I really appreciate her courage from her for voicing Viola. Like, that brings the excitement to me that I can finally see her as like Viola into the next game. And now we're actually done. Like, overall, we're talking about the plot and everything. We got to get to this, the gameplay. The only thing that is stupid to me is we get the John chapters, and honestly, dude, it's a fucking nightmare. Why do you make her do all these missions and not be playable? That's what kills me. They do this every time. The gameplay for John was not that good. It was definitely not. I mean, I didn't really enjoy the missions that much from her. I'm sure some people did, but for me, I didn't. I did not like that at all. I mean, it could have been a lot better from her if she was actually like a little bit playable, like that. But they always killed me every time for that. But for me, I didn't. That's like my only complaint about the gameplay is like, make John playable in the story, not just at the end of the game when you beat it. Like, why can they just do that? Why? Like, I don't get it. Like, in the next game, you better make her playable. Like, you're better than this, dog. You're better than this. Like, you need to make this woman playable, please. Like, John, like, I love John, man. Like, they did her like, I'm gonna have to say this, but they did her like dirty. Like, they actually did her like dirty in this game, and we're gonna get to that later. The kaiju battle, though, I enjoyed it, which is a good idea to me. Like, I like the idea what they did with the kaiju battle, like with the whole demon slave mechanic. When they introduced the whole stuff like that with the whole demon slave, I feel like they were trying to do too much. But I don't think it did it. It was amazing for Demon Slave, which is nice. But for me, I didn't. That's like my only complaint about the gameplay is like, make John playable in the story, not just at the end of the game when you beat it. Like, why can they just do that? Why? Like, I don't get it. Like, in the next game, you better make her playable. Like, you're better than this, dog. You're better than this. Like, you need to make this woman playable, please. Like, John, like, I love John, man. Like, they did her like, I'm gonna have to say this, but they did her like dirty. Like, they actually did her like dirty in this game, and we're gonna get to that later. The kaiju battle, though, I enjoyed it, which is a good idea to me. That when they introduced the whole demon slave, I feel like they were trying to do too much, but I don't think so. It was amazing for demon slave, which is nice. It's well done. Like, it's fantastic. Actually, a really cool thing to do. Like, you get to do like you get to summon these demon slaves, and once you like get them like every chapter, like, it's a really well done thing that you can do in the game. And I actually like that from that. I actually like this from this game. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure I have to get used to Viola's combat and stuff like that. I just feel like, to me, that it was hard for me to do her combos and her combat. I would say it was good, but it could get kind of rough. Not saying it's bad or anything. It would have been better if her combat was actually like really fun or anything like that, but don't get me wrong, it was really fun. And now I am playing with Viola. It doesn't really interest me, but it's fun overall. It's a fun like to do for Viola, that you get like to play as her, and that she has a sword, and also she has treasure, like her little thing that she summons. It's actually pretty cool from her too, and I actually like that about her. Even if you get used to her, I think, to me, that was a problem, that we didn't have a sword character in 3. I mean, we did in 1 and 2 in the other games, though. I mean, that was like the only things about 1 and 2, that you get to have Bayonetta, that she has these swords in the game, and I actually like that from her, from Bayonetta. But in overall for Viola, I wish they could have done like a better job, but to me, that was my opinion. But she's overall fun. She's a fun character to play as, and I'm pretty sure she's like broken in the game or anything, and she's good. She's good in this game. But the highlight for this game, what I like about the combat, is just phenomenal. I had a good time playing as Bayonetta, because from all the games I played, 1 was really enjoyable. It was really good, and 2 was just easy to me, that I wanted a lot more challenging for the combat in 2. But in 3, it was challenging for me. Like the same thing from 1, which I like about Bayonetta 1 and 3. It's different because what you are doing is unlocking a skill tree that you get to unlock other skills, and I feel like they did like a decent job enough doing that using a skill tree. I mean, it happens in any other game, but a well done job. But I really enjoyed the skill tree a lot, that you can actually get all your skills, and also you don't have to like buy your other things. I mean, that wasn't like my only complaint about the game. I mean, they couldn't have done that, but they just want to go for a different route in this game, that you could actually like do like a skill tree for this. And I actually like that about this game, that it really has a skill tree, that you get to like actually get your skills in the game for demon slaves and also your other weapons. I mean, you get to like unlock your other weapons in this game from other like universes, that you get to play as them, like your weapons, and they're actually really fun to do. They're really freaking fun. Like, they're really fun to play as the other weapons in this game. And that was like the only one of the things I really enjoyed about the game. Like, it was amazing for all the weapons too. It just really was. But I know we are actually very close to the end of this, but a lot of people hated the ending and some people liked the ending. There was a lot of mixed opinions. But we're gonna get to my thoughts and my own opinion about it. I liked the ending, and I didn't like how it ended. The first ending, that Luca and Bayonetta died, I felt like it was such an emotional way, and sad to see Bayonetta go away, taking such an ironic character, and not Luca. Bruh, are you serious? What the fuck happened? I mean, there has to be like an explanation of what happened to those two characters. Did everything like went back to normal, or what happened to that? Like, there has to be like some questions about this game that I need to know what even happened. Okay, I just need to mention this right now. Okay, so the biggest disappointment in this game that I didn't like is the villain in Bayonetta 3. Bro, what the fuck was that? He's forgettable. Was he in this whole time that he was in this freaking container, that he was in whatever the fuck you call that? He was in there, and that's how they did John dirty. Like, that was like one of the complaints that I didn't like about that. She didn't do anything. I don't know why she got destroyed. I felt like she was a fucking punching bag for this game. Like, all these characters died, and I just wanted like more from John to be playable. And that takes a bunch of the time you get to play as her in the missions. And I feel like what this is leading to is to the next game, is where we're gonna get more questions about 3, of how it ended, which I like. That will be coming like pretty soon. I mean, like the next 5 or 4 years, we'll see and find out. So I'm hoping they do the next game really justice. They better come back really good. Like, they better come back strong, make this game even more better. Than that's what I'm gonna be hoping for if it happens. But what I like overall with this game, what I like is the relationship between Luca and Bayonetta. I think they did a decent enough job caring about the two of them. For some other people were mad about Viola was like the parents of Luca, Bayonetta. I mean, I can see why from this game. To me, it makes sense. I like the idea for that, and it's amazing. But what they did for Luca and Bayonetta did, I am so happy, dude. And that almost like, I was depressed about the ending, dude. And that just really made me emotional. I just really love that from Luca and Bayonetta. That was like the only thing that I liked about this game. And also, I gotta mention this right now. Luca. They need more about Luca's like Strider, of how did he get it, when did this even happen, that it became Bayonetta and also Luca. That's like the only things that I need to know about Bayonetta 4 when it happens. That, I mean, pretty sure it's gonna happen pretty soon, like the next 3, 4, or 5 years, that I'm hoping it will be. So plugging this in for the Bayonetta 3 review, I think I will have to give this like an 8 out of 10. Even that feels like a little low to me, but I still loved it overall because of the combat and also like the whole relationship with Luca and Bayonetta, and also like the whole gameplay wise or everything like that. It's really fun to do in this game, but I still overall enjoyed it. That was like the only thing that I liked about the game. The gameplay wise, like the soundtrack is so good, and Luca was like likable in this game that I was like worried about him in this game. But I still overall enjoyed the game, and I had a fun time playing this game, and it was really enjoyable to me. But there's going to be like a video pretty soon that I'm going to be pulling up, and it's about my overall thoughts about the whole series for Bayonetta. That's going to be coming like a different video pretty soon. But yes, that's going to be it for my review for Bayonetta 3. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the game? Do you think it's one of your favorite Bayonetta games? Was there any problems in this game you didn't like, or what do you like about the game? But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!